Hi Cancer, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for the remainder of your month, so just take what resonates. But as well, I want to thank you in advance for your love and support in the form of likes for this video, comments down below, and of course subscriptions to this amazing channel. If you haven't done so already, definitely join this Cancerian tribe. But as well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. I'll definitely get that started for you, as they are always accurate. Now, as I catch my breath, we're going to keep it simple and jump right into it and pull from the Tattoo Tarot deck and see what we get for you. Ooh, that was loud. I feel like you could be dealing with the noisy environment or some abrupt occurrences in the remainder of the month. Thinking about change, okay? Thinking about past changes and how it benefited you and how it didn't, okay? Or how they didn't. And all the meanwhile, I feel like there's a change you're about to make in the near future, and that is gaining you a level of attention, okay? You could be receiving people in your life noticing you, paying attention to your every move, or just where you're about to head or not head, regardless of how things are changing. And it may feel a bit nosy is the word that's coming through. But I just feel as if you need to recognize that to an extent you desired that level of attention, even if it wasn't to that extent. Okay. They're now saying you get what you want most of the time, so just be careful as to what you desire, what you communicate to the universe through your feelings, emotions, thoughts, stuff of that nature. But we have the Star card at the center of your reading, okay? Talking about a wish that you can't help but get off, you can't get off your mind, excuse me. Feeling as if there's a push to keep the hope alive. Definitely a North Star purpose coming into play. Interesting. Some of you Cancerians in the remainder of May thinking about your purpose in this lifetime, potentially watching tarot readings pertaining to your placement, the zodiac sign for your North Node placement, okay? I do often, and honestly, they tend to resonate, so I definitely recommend it. But I do feel like as well, on a different level, this star up here is coming through as a message to trust your inner compass. Do you often notice that you know more about where you should be heading than you give yourself credit for, okay? I feel like you're even making yourself nervous. Even if there are certain outside factors that are making you nervous within your work environment, within your housing situation potentially, or both. And for some, that's definitely combined if you are an entrepreneur that works from home. You could be feeling that you're just learning more about the type of company you want to work for, or why you just decided to be an entrepreneur to begin with, okay? Sometimes those reminders do come in to keep you on the right path or to send you on a detour. It's going to differ from Cancer to Cancer, okay? But a definite, a definite independent vibe exuding from you throughout the remainder of May, and feeling as if people just are seeing you as somebody who's overly serious but focused and just very mature all the meanwhile, but just focused on your money, right? The increase, your savings, but also for whatever reason, not afraid to spend, okay? Definitely in touch with that ebb and flow, that flow in and out of money from one situation, which is good. They're saying it's beautiful, but be careful not to overspend or to spend more than you're actually receiving at this time. Bear with me as spirit makes me struggle, but I feel like at times you're struggling to spit out how you really feel, or struggling to speak in moments where you feel you had the perfect wording, okay? Do not let it frustrate you to the extent of giving up or stopping oneself from progressing in the direction you're meant to, okay? Also coming out, the Queen of Wands and the Devil. I feel like you're definitely overthinking. If not, you're just overworked. It could be both. But in the midst of it all, you're very passionate, in touch with your feminine side. Any emotions that do resurface or come to be in the second half of May, do understand that it is Mercury retrograde, and you are meant to hop over those emotions or just cope with them, deal with them, learn from them, and let's move on. We're not sitting in them and letting it alter the quality of your work or just alter other areas of your life either. I just feel like it's this inclination at certain points, or where you want to sit in the emotions, right? But don't allow oneself to do so, as I feel as if you have a lot on your plate, a lot to accomplish, and places, new heights to go, okay? There's a focus on your self-appearance, all right, your self-confidence. Are you judging oneself too harshly? I feel like there could be certain levels of judgment, criticism coming through for your work, and therefore you could turn that back upon oneself by judging yourself too harshly for the work you're producing, and even more so when it comes to your appearance. Some of you feeling quite confident with your appearance, and so be it, but it just feels as if that was quite accurate. Do recognize how overworked you truly are at certain points, and take a deep breath and replenish oneself. Self-care is going to be you're going to get a true push from the universe to take care of oneself, okay? They're saying you know best how to take care of yourself. But with the Sun card, a reminder that completion leads to happiness a lot of the times. When you leave a situation in the near future, I feel the need to say, and or when you left a situation in the past, or got ready to, and you felt this heaviness released from your shoulders, from your situation, and almost felt like you were lifted out of the heaviness, that's a good sign. Whether it had a lot of benefits, a level of stability tied into it, a guaranteed level of financial income, you know what I mean? It feels very career-oriented. Trust that your happiness needs to be a priority. If you're not happy while you're making money, then what's the point, right? It's going to affect other areas of your life in a detrimental way. And I truly feel like a lot of Cancers realize this, but at times need that reminder, whether it's a reminder of the past, a past change in that sense, or a reminder of which in general just for upcoming adjustments. You need to understand that you deserve to be happy, period. Even if not everybody understands that fully at times, okay? A reminder as well that you're protected and moving forward when it comes to what you want to change, adjust when it comes to travel as well. Because I feel like a lot of Cancerians, bear with me, I can't speak in your reading, desire to switch it up and do more traveling, even if you've done an immense amount up until this point on your path. Putting in that hard work, and I feel like you're not afraid to, but it's part of why you are overworked. Do focus, okay, bad wording. Do recognize when you're focusing on too many outside factors or other areas of your life when you're working. Try to be in the present moment. Focus on the task or tasks at hand. And because if you're stressing over your love life or your family life or friends or lack thereof, which while you're working, it's going to alter the quality of your work potentially. But also it just feels like you could miss certain details, or just, it's not going to benefit you as much as staying present and focusing on what's at hand, okay? But I just feel like you have a lot of options and a lot to accomplish, period, okay? With change in the future, okay? Don't stress oneself out. Don't make yourself nervous. You have a lot of options. If you're interviewing in the remainder of May, you've got it. Take a deep breath, meditate beforehand, and go in with confidence and view it as a professional conversation. I just feel like you have the voice of a winner, is what they're saying, and you need to recognize that people see that in you at times, but you forget it from time to time, okay? They're saying you're a jewel. You're a jewel, as I'm drawn to this detail right here. A diamond in the rough. But I just feel as if as well there's certain temptations that have left you tied up in the past and could potentially moving forward. So do recognize and use the wisdom and knowledge from your past to prevent certain limitations or restrictions or just slip-ups due to temptations the universe might throw along your path as a test, okay? And do understand that you have it within you to accomplish whatever you feel the need to or feel you have to, obligation-wise. It just feels like you're a good multitasker, a busybody at times, but don't try to distract oneself from other issues or frustrations in life with your work, because then that can leave a heaviness on the work you're producing, even if it wasn't there previously. But I do feel like some of you will be pushed to adjust your perspective on where you're heading, maybe needing a detour potentially. But with the Judgment card, I feel like there's a push to, once again, be honest with oneself, right? You may find that you just naturally are honest with other people. Even if it just frustrates you in the moment, I feel as if you could be helping people through that, right? You're confident, you're in touch with your masculine side towards the end of the month, but a bit emotional all the meanwhile. It feels like there's a bittersweet ending on the horizon for you, but you knew this was going to happen eventually. All right, not everything's meant to last in your life forever. Some of you thinking about a big move of residence, and trust that that will happen when it's meant to, okay? Even if it doesn't feel big to other people, to you it is. It's a big turning point, a big success on the horizon for oneself. It feels very tied to this leap of faith, and it may coincide to an extent, even if it's not perfectly timed together, with a career adjustment, change, development. Okay, and again, we have the snake here. Even though you're blinded to the possibilities at times, or to the future of your situation, doesn't mean you need to settle for a temptation kind of option or tempting option that may fast track things a little bit quicker. Okay, sometimes waiting or just allowing for destined timing to play out is better than going for the quicker option. You know what I mean? Where you might have in the past and that didn't end up where it was meant to, or in a healthy direction. As you get ready to give birth to a lot of new situations, embrace the new, embrace the fresh, and head forth with a true level of confidence, and just recognize that you will be stronger because of it all. Okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing rest of the month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Cancer.